Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about cost of capital and weighted average cost of capital. So I am Dr. Satyabama, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Management, SRMIST, Ramapuram. Our topic is weighted average cost of capital. Before going to the broad clarification of this topic, first of all, we know what do you mean by capital, then cost of capital. Capital is the amount invested by the business by the owner or shareholders. Then cost of capital. So what do you mean by cost of capital? So the cost of capital refers to the cost incurred by a business to finance its operations, which includes the cost of borrowings, money from creditors, or raising funds from investors through equity finance. It represents the minimum rate of return. Then, how to calculate cost of capital? First one, there are 5 steps to calculate cost of capital. We can calculate cost of debt. Second one, we can calculate cost of preference share capital. Then third one, we can calculate cost of equity capital. Fourth one, cost of retained earnings. The last one, weighted average cost of capital. Coming to the meaning for weighted average cost of capital, it is defined as the average of cost of each source of funds employed by the firm, properly weighted by the proportion that hold in the capital structure of the firm. It represents the company's average after-tax cost of capital from all sources. Sources I listed now: debentures, retained earnings, equity share capital, preference share capital. So it includes common stock, preference stock, bonds, and other forms of debt. It is the rate that the company is expected to pay on average to all its security holders or shareholders to finance its assets. So once we work out one sums how to calculate weighted average cost of capital, you will know the clarity. First problem, following information is given with regards to the capital structure of Edwards Limited. For today's topic, the Edwards company we have taken. The source it is given in the sum: debentures 12 lakhs for after tax cost of capital 5%. Preference share capital 4 lakhs, then after tax cost of capital percentage 10%. Equity share capital 8 lakhs we borrow, 15% after tax cost of capital. The last one, retained earnings 16 lakh we borrowed, 12% after tax cost of capital. Students, here the first column is a source for capital structure. So source for capital. So in the form of debentures we borrowed, in the form of preference share capital we borrowed, in the form of equity share capital, retained earnings we accumulated from in total amount of 40 lakhs. For that, after tax cost of capital, each and every component, its percentage is different. It is given in the sum. So my question is here, the question we need to fulfill the required to calculate weighted average cost of capital. Now we'll go to the solution part. The format for this: first you need to start with statement showing weighted average cost of capital. Okay, then source it is given, there is 5 columns we need to calculate. First one, debentures. Second one, preference share capital. Third one, equity share capital. Retained earnings total. Total we need to add out the amount. Amount column, whatever it is given in the sum, we need to fulfill. Then weight. This third column, that is C column, we need to calculate weight, or this column otherwise can be written as proportion of each components. So how to calculate? Out of total amount, how much percent, how much we received as debentures. I told you students already, we received 40 lakhs as our capital. Okay, in total 40 lakhs. In 40 lakhs, out of 40, how much debenture we got at 12 lakh. So 12 divided by 40 as weight will get 0.30. Then preference share capital 4 lakhs we borrowed out of how much? 40 lakhs. Out of our capital 40 lakhs we borrowed preference share capital 4 lakhs. So 4 divided by 40 will get 0.10. Third one, equity share capital. How much we got it? It is given in the sum. It is 8 lakh. So out of 40 lakhs. So 8 divided by 40 will get the answer 0.20. Wait. Retained earnings, how much we got it? 16 lakh out of 40 lakh. So 16 divided by 40 will get 0.40. This is the way we need to calculate the third column weight. Fourth column, it is D column. It is given in the sum. After tax cost 5% for debentures, 10% for preference share capital, 15% for equity share capital, then retained earnings 12%. So the last column E, how to calculate E? It is I mentioned the formula for calculating E column. C column into D column. Okay, what is C column? It is weight. Weight into after tax cost. So weight, how much for debenture we got it? 0.30. After tax cost 5. 0.30 into 5 will get 1.5 for debentures weighted cost. For preference share capital 0.10 into 10 will get 1.0 for preference share capital weight. Equity share capital, we got the weight answer 0.20. After tax cost 15. So 0.20 into 15 will get 3.0 as weight. Retained earnings we got 0.40 after tax cost 12. So we multiply this weight and after tax cost we'll get 4.8 as weighted cost for retained earnings. Now we need to add all the weighted cost. We'll get 10.30 as a weighted average cost of capital. So now we got the answer. Now 10.30 percentage. Dear students, we should not close the session up to calculating weighted average cost of capital. We need to interpret with the answer. What is the meaning when we get 10.30 as a weighted average cost? We should interpret with cost of capital. The total amount we received as a capital, it is 40 lakhs. So for this 40 lakhs, the average cost we are spending 10.30%, meaning out of 40, 10%, 10.5%, 10.30 percentage we are spending as a cost of capital. That is where that the expenses we are spending for the capital. This is what the meaning, this is what the interpretation we need to give after the sum, after getting the results. Thank you students, bye.